Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influence's interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Influence, and I'm back today with a new video. We got versus Head Warrior VECMA, VECMA, which is MechFansToys, Mechanic Studios, whatever you want to call it. Is the many companies that they have, because as you know or may not know, they are somewhat of a knockoff company. So we have all the headmasters here, which are knockoffs of Unique Toys headmasters. They're oversized and they do improve them somewhat, but like everything has the makings of a knockoff. The directions, the names, they just don't line up. All of them have the same name in some of their directions. Some are different. And I'm just showing them all right here just so you can get a picture, because this is the first one I'm going to go over. I'm doing a video for each one because I feel like they deserve their own look, their own take. There's enough there to, even though they come in a set, they are in a set, and they're just the headmasters everybody knows, or maybe not. So you got Hard Head, Brainstorm, Chrome Dome, Highbrow, Weird Wolf, Skull Cruncher, and Mind White. I forget their names sometimes. But yeah, we're going to go over and see. I'm going to do, as you see in the title, this is who I'm doing today. Also, just to show the box, I'm not going to show the box in every video, but you got Decepticons on one side and Autobots on the other side. Here's 360 robot. Looks good, like robot move like this. You see his face sculpt done pretty well. And I actually have the original here that I will compare him to. And this is Unique Toys, the original version. And if you can see, I think they've done a great job with updating the head sculpts. This head sculpt looks better than this one. Also, they updated a lot, to tell you the truth. You can see the thrusters on the top. His head moves. This one doesn't. His head moves as much as can be with those thrusters, but there's actually a joint there. The chest is a little different. I don't know which one I like better. This one is more, because it has this gimmick, the headmaster gimmick, which I will show off. A little bit more breakup down here, and kind of the same on the back, but not really. Headmasters are different. This headmaster actually does have some articulation. This guy, I don't know the last time I took it out, but they really were really basic. You can see his headmaster. We might as well look at the headmasters right now. And it's kind of more on par with, his arms are on the same joint, but you can see he does have a little bit better face. This falls off. Something you can fix with glue. But again, should you have to. Stuff like that, you can tell that they kind of cut corners. But again, they made the headmaster a little bit better. Here it's pins, so the face is not going to fall off. But also the arms don't move. And the face is really basic. I guess because it's so small. These days, I'm sure if Magic Square or New Age came out with some headmasters, they would probably be up to this style. I don't know. They may have came out. I forget. I think they might have came out with some headmasters. But anyway, we know that MechFansToys makes, I think that's about it for the comparison of these. And they actually have joints instead of ball joints. They actually have like regular joints, which I do like that with pins. And we'll get into articulation. But ball joints, just you can see the ball joint, so that's a, I guess, negative. Here's the actual joint. And these kind of feel more like a mainline figure with maybe better plastic than mainline. So here we are, MechFansToys' other offerings, the triple changer. And of course they match because they're kind of the same scale. Astro Train. They're in the same vein. But then you have Megatron and Optimus Prime, which I don't think this is proper scale, of course. Maybe if you can get Optimus into the shot, you can tell. Will be my comparison go-tos for the next 7 reviews, I guess. So yeah, let's go. Over the joints, spins all the way around, has a up about that much, down, of course, to the side, has the bicep swivel, has elbow, gets you about 90 degrees. His hands, I thought they moved. Let me see. No, they don't move through the transformation. They move up and down. You can get it a little up and down, but they can't spin around. And they're just gripped hands. And you have the waist swivel. You do have this little gimmick with the headmaster. You put the headmaster in and you see that, but it doesn't work. It's not actually spring loaded, like say the masterpiece. Got this up here that moves. You can move this back if you want it, you know, if you want it backing out the way. You want this up for some reason, really for transformation, but you can do it. Legs, do the splits all the way. It's all friction. It is a Legends figure. And you do the hurdles and perfectly fine. Knee is not double jointed. You can get that much. And if you lift that up, you can get a bigger range, but it does mess it up. It's for transformation, nothing else. Thought it was double jointed, but it's not. And the feet have up about that far, down about that far. They're on a ball joint, so you can get the little rocker, but then they move this way as well because the shins, and you can get them out a little bit more if you need like something like that, or a little bit in, depending, without breaking up the sculpt. Got a cut joint right there. It moves around. I think that's pretty much it. And you get this as an extra accessory, which is a flight stand holder. I believe you can put it in a flight stand. I don't have a flight stand that's available right now. And this slides in and out like this. And you can move that to, that's more for transformation. Directions aren't the greatest. I know how to transform this from having a unique toys version because it's pretty similar. But again, directions aren't the greatest. And we went over this, just joint right there, so he can sit and his arms go out. And that's about it. So he can drive whatever it is. All right, so let's get into this transformation. Isn't that complicated? Lift that up, put it down. It's a little peg that it grabs onto. You got to leave it like that. You don't close it. Just leave it up like that, because then it's gonna, you'll see. Peg like that, like that. This, you can get up here like this, you get up here like this. This, you want to open up. As you open it up, it's gonna move like this. This is the final version, like where you want this whole thing to be. You just leave it like that for now. Just leave this. You want to work on these legs. This leg goes in the back because it's going to plug in into the back. You can see this is the front nose cone. And you move this like this. Then you want to go, just going like this. I'm gonna try to get it so you can maneuver this up, because you move this like turning it 180, and then you move it up, and you can kind of get that, and that little tab will go right in there. Then you move this up, and this will go into the headmaster port. Kind of finish it, and it does finish it way better than it finished the original version. Then you see this, you move all the way around because that tab goes into the side there. And this spins around here like that. It's kind of like this. It's a little unfinished looking, but that's what it is. Again, over here, just move this down, move this down. Put that tab in there. You got this back kind of done. Now you want to do this. Move that like this, because then you want to turn this right here, and this flips over onto here. Then that tab right there, this tab will go in. You want to close this up, move this down, becomes the nose cone. Take the accessories, and you want to flip this. Make sure this is out so you can flip it, and you can move this back. It goes right here. Fins are up and out, of course. Now, I don't know which way the gun goes. It doesn't really tell you. I like it in. I think it should be out when you're using it. And these are a little big to me. They're not that big on the original. I think they look fine on the Jet, but they're a little big in his hand. And maybe that's why they made it bigger. Then you can put the pilot in. He doesn't really drive. Not really. He just lift this up. Throw him in there. Oh, wrong. Throw him in here like this. Doesn't really fit. You just get him in there however he goes, because you can see it's just a square. It's just really storage for the headmaster. Put him in there like that. Close it. Would have been nice to put him in here. I don't think this does anything. No. Can't get him in there. But it would have been nice. Nice thought. Then this goes up here. You can see it goes around, has the two things, goes around those two ball joint pegs. And that's where you have the port. And here he is in jet mode. It's cool. Looks kind of like Brainstorm. I mean, it's similar to what he looked like, if I remember. Not much going on, just the same articulation. You got these things you can push down if you want. If you want it like more, it was like kind of like a TIE fighter to me. So then we'll just go back real quick. And I like to go back and forth. Lift this up. Just gotta undo everything that you've done. Flip this, take this off, of course. And like that. Flip this around. Then we're over here. Get the headmaster out. Get him out there like that. Move him down. Up. Move this, move this. It's really basic. Once you do it once, you'll have it. up there, just the heel spur. I don't know if I showed that moves as well. So you can kind of get movement on the heel spur if you need to. You orient yourself, the lines going the back, get stuff oriented as it's supposed to be. And this, move this way, pop this out, down, again over there, pop this out, down. Arms down, feet up. Again, this came off. That's the first time that's happened. But it's just because this isn't, you probably need to glue it. Just don't glue it on these joints. Glue it on the actual post. You should be all right. Yeah, just glue it on these actual posts that go in. If it was glued to begin with, it would have been okay. But you put your arms down first, then put the legs up. Then you can get the head together. And there you go. You have the joint. It does move. This doesn't store anywhere really. I try to put it in here, but it's filled up. Then you just want to put this down like that. Put that in. Move these fins. And there you have it. Back to robot. Enjoyed this review. Give me a like, and I appreciate you coming and watching it. All right, till next time, I will get up with you. This is Inflewence. Peace.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.